Hi, I'm Amy Carpenter, and this is Around Town with Amy. Today's show is about 3 local authors following their dreams. That is coming up next on Around Town with Amy.
Hi, I'm Sheriff Alex Lape. In my 30-year law enforcement career, I have seen many different trends in illicit drug trade and substance use disorders. Fentanyl is the deadliest drug that I have ever encountered. Very minuscule amounts can be fatal. Fentanyl is present in most mainstream illicit drugs. Drug cartels are now pressing fentanyl into forms that appear to be common candies. Ingesting any of these fake candies or pills can have fatal overdose effects. This ongoing drug epidemic requires a balanced approach. We must focus our attentions and resources on treatment and education in conjunction with enforcement efforts that hold those who traffic in dangerous drugs accountable. For your sake and the sake of your family, do not take any medications that are not issued through prescriptions by your pharmacy. Thank you.
This message is brought to you by the Fairfield County Adam H. Board.
Sure Shot Directional Boring is proud to support Around Town with Amy. We are the region's trusted directional boring and hydro excavation service experts. With more than 20 years' experience, Sure Shot Directional Boring ensures projects will be handled skillfully, safely, on time, and within budget. Contact us today at 740-689-1221 or online at sureshotboring.com.
Around Town with Amy is brought to you in part by Triad Protective Solutions. Triad Protective Solutions is the region's premier resource for safety and security training for businesses, churches, and schools. Courses include lockdown training, active shooter training, and live fire training for civilians. For more information or to register for an upcoming class, visit servingprotectors.com. Triad Protective Solutions, serving those that are protecting the faith and protecting others.
Hank's Pet Sitting Service is your trusted pet service in the Lancaster area. Pet owners can rest assured knowing that Hank's Pet Sitting Service will treat your fur babies like one of their own. We specialize in a home away from home atmosphere to keep your pet comfortable. From drop-in visits, dog walking, or potty breaks for your pooch, Hank's Pet Sitting Service is here to help. To book an appointment, contact Hank's Pet Sitting Service today.
Around Town with Amy is brought to you in part by the Gilmore Group Red One Realty. Terry Gilmore and Kelly Thacker lead a team with nearly 20 years' experience personally serving Columbus, Lancaster, and the surrounding counties' real estate needs, from buying and selling to auctions and new builds. At the Gilmore Group, we know that buying or selling real estate is more than just a transaction. We take care of our clients like we take care of our community. Check out our team at GilmoreGroupHomes.com. and let us show you the real human side of real estate.
When Pam told people she had gotten a job at Lancaster Cells, she was happy until she heard about her future boss.
People were like, oh, he can be so mean, and I'm like, oh no, but I had to take it because of the unemployment. They told me I had to take the next job.
Pam found out quickly what everyone said was true about Mr. Hellman, but she also saw the good side of him. Mr. Hellman was a Holocaust survivor. During that time, he was branded with the number 6869. After the war, he came to America from Austria. He lost all of his family through the war and camps, and he didn't have any children. Pam knew she could be the one to get through his tough exterior.
I knew he didn't have any children, and he had some cousins, and as they were getting older, he seemed more and more, I don't know, like a good hug would help him get through his wife's illnesses, and that was probably a lot of it. I just wanted to let him know that just because I work for him doesn't mean I don't care.
Pam quit Lancaster Cells 5 different times. After she quit, she would wait about a month and go back into the store, and Mr. Hellman would ask her when she was coming back. This give and take is how Pam came up with her title, Give a Little Bit, When Are You Coming Back? This magnetic force continued on and off for 23 years. Even after this cantankerous man passed, Pam couldn't let him go.
So heartbroken over losing one of my best friends and what was happening to the store. And I couldn't let it go. So the only way, I thought, I'm just going to write down my heartache and see where it takes me. And it took me 2 years, and I have this book.
Rebecca Alspaugh was another author that wrote down her experiences. Rebecca is the author of 3 books, Who Said, The Wise Owl, and Who To. Both of these books were reflections of things she experienced as a caregiver. Her 3rd book, Rebecca's Piano, was about her experience of having a piano as a little girl, and how her piano moved with her everywhere she went. Rebecca explains how she came up with the title of her caregiver books.
Who would have ever guessed that so many of my family members would have needed care and all the experiences I had, and who would have ever guessed working full-time that I was able to have the time and the patience to go through this journey with them.
Rebecca went through a lot of experiences being a caregiver, and she learned a lot of things. She wanted to share her experiences to help others who might be going through the same things.
Because I found it to be so important, those little things, for my father especially, to adjust to an assisted living, those little things made such a big difference to him. Made him more comfortable, made him more happy about where he had to be at that time.
For someone wanting to write their first book and doesn't know where to begin, Rebecca gives some suggestions.
I think life experiences are really important, and as you go on your journey of life, I think you need to jot little things down, and all of a sudden you've got a story to tell.
Another author who also documented information and wrote about what she loved is Bonita Kistler.
I, over the years, have collected a lot of information about Sugar Grove. I had a box in my closet with the information I collected over probably 35, 40 years. And I didn't want it just to go by the wayside when I'm going. And I wanted it to, be for people of today and also for the children and the adults from the future.
Bonnie wanted readers to experience everything she had over the years about the little town that she loved so much. But there's one experience that she will never forget.
This plane went over top the school, came close to hitting the school, and even came close to hitting Columbia Gas, which, if that would have happened, we would not have had Sugar Grove. But it landed beside a Columbia Gas, hit a home that the people had just moved out of.
This type of experience that couldn't be explained was also experienced by the other 2 authors. For Rebecca, it was a piano sharing up for her wherever she went, and for Pam, it was the number 6869 that she saw over and over from the man she had admired so much. All 3 authors wrote about what they loved, what they were passionate about, and what they had knowledge of. If you have a dream to write, don't wait. Share your story and see where it takes you. You can read more about my story, Follow Your Dreams, in the April 24th edition of the Town Crier. Thank you for joining me on Around Town with Amy.